Hi, my name is George Mazeika, and this is where I want to be. I like it here. It wasn't always that way. I have a blog site called earthgrail.com. The tagline is Reconnecting Self and the Natural World, and that's been my journey. The self part I'll save for the blog, but the natural world I need to show you a little bit. So here we are. And my problem is that stuff over there, they used to tell me it's a jungle. That's chaos. There's no chaos in there. Chaos is just what we don't understand. That is perfect structure and order, based on natural principles, not human principles. When you look at it through human principles, yeah, there's chaos. Seemingly no logic. But there is no logic here. There's a natural logic, a natural order. So the first thing I had to do was shift my perspective to understand what was going on here. Take a look at the canopy of this tree. Do you see branches, needles, bark, or do you see open space? It's not just the content of the tree that defines it, it's the space of the tree, in and around it. It takes some practice, but if you can start focusing on the space of a natural form and the space within a natural form, your perspective starts to shift. I was told the natural world is based on competition, survival of the fittest, and all of that rot. Competition and survival of the fittest are human concepts. There's no competition here. There's cooperation. There's sharing based on synergy, which comes from a Greek word that means working together, and symbiosis, mutual benefit. Everything you see here is one cohesive system, working together for mutual benefit. And that's not human. Believe me, just look around you, that's not human. From the top of this tree down to the base of its roots, this tree is probably, 150, 180 feet tall, which means if 1/3 of it is above ground, we have 2/3, 300, 400 feet of root system under the ground. Every one of these trees, each species, sends its roots to a different level and brings up different material to share with the rest of the forest. The leaves come falling down, the needles come falling down, insects, birds, animals scatter it, bacteria mulch it down. There is no hierarchy here. These trees didn't say, Mr. Cloud, how much for your rain today? It's just raining today for everybody's benefit. And that's the way of it. Every species creates an environment in which another species thrives. It's sort of a one man's trash is another man's treasure type of thing. That's the way it works. It's beautiful. So, nature is the most efficient mass producer on this planet. And it does it because it works on multiple levels. Multiple levels, multiple dimensions. Each layer is its own environment. Each layer produces something, but only if we don't screw around with it. If we take something out, damn bugs, let's zap them. We've destroyed the balance, and the whole system starts toppling. Nature doesn't do monoculture. Nature does polyculture. And that's why we can't grow enough food, not to mention an inefficient distribution system. If we're going to use the terminology from here, I live in a certain layer, human culture interaction layer. But this layer does not interact with other layers. This human cultural layer says we're all there is. To begin moving out of that, we have to recognize that we are not all there is. And we have to start communicating. We structure our societies in layers, but they're not layers as in nature, communicating, giving mutual benefit and mutual support and working together. They are stratified layers of authority and power. And if you're up here, you're doing okay. You can tell people what to do. If you're down here, you're stuck. And you are going to have a heck of a time getting out of it. That hierarchy doesn't exist around us. And that's my goal, understanding that hierarchy. Finding people who are also trying to understand that hierarchy and trying to visualize and come up with steps to take to create that different layered structure. So there it is. I made a shift. I'm starting to understand what's going on here. And I love it.